Right here, pink. Let me know when you're on. Okay, everybody, we're back again at our Hands Off Democracy, the Hands Off 50501 protests. They're not really protests. I guess they are protesting what they believe to be things that are going on and wrong. So I'm learning, so I don't really know what's going on. We're going to walk around and ask people what their signs mean to them.
Maybe you should interview those two guys.
These guys?
Yeah, they're really bright.
Well, hello. My name is Jesse, and I'm walking around asking people what their signs mean to them. Dump Trump. If there's one thing right now currently going on that you want to see stopped, what would it be?
I would like to see us support Ukraine. It's not a stopping, but I'd like to see us support Ukraine. That'd be one of the big things.
And then, so in support, what would that, like financial, weapons, or rebuilding?
Financial, military, moral, yeah.
Okay.
All of them.
Well, thank you very much for talking. I appreciate it. You want to say anything? You good? You good? All right. You want to say anything on your sign?
Yeah.
Say, there's only one immigrant trying to take over America. That's pretty straightforward there.
Yep.
What would you like to see happen then?
Hands off of LGBTQ rights. Hands off women's rights. Pretty much everything he's doing needs to stop.
If they're attacking inalienable rights, they need to stop.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for speaking.
I can't see comments coming up on here. I'll have to answer from
Yep, there we go.
comment section, and that's yeah.
You want it brighter? Sorry guys, we have technical difficulties. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you like to speak on your sign? I'm asking people what their sign means to them.
It means to free America from a dictatorship. We have too many people that need the things.
That you feel are in jeopardy of losing.
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
So you want to see these things protected.
Absolutely, 100%.
Well, thank you.
And it just, I'm so happy to see that there are Americans out here protesting against the negative government that we have. Excuse me, it's not our government, it's not all of them. It's two people that is controlling our country and tearing it apart, along with all the world, all the tariffs that is damaging so many other countries as well. It's not just us.
Well,
I love my country. I'm proud of my country, and I don't want to lose my country, but we're going to so long.
if these things are...
But these items, Medicare, the science to cure children of cancer.
Those things need to stay, is what you're saying. No
Yes.
matter what,
No
we need
matter-
to protect those.
Absolutely, 100%.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate you coming out today.
Thank you so much.
Yep. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.
Let's cross the street. Let's go around.
Right here?
Oh, let's probably use the crosswalk.
Yeah, we should use it.
Don't break
Don't
the law.
jaywalk.
Don't break
You
the
go
law.
to jail.
That's kind of what we're doing.
We're here at the protest just asking people to see what their signs mean to them. It's a big deal. It's all over the country. People feel passionately about things, and we feel they deserve the right to express those opinions in public. And if they can do it on a drive-by on the street, then they should be able to express their opinions when asked, right? Okay, we're going across the street. There's more people here than there has been the last 2 times. 3 times. Oh, Tribune guy. This one? Hi, Tribune guy. She came right over. She's like, bang, bang, bang. I'm like, she just doesn't know what we're talking about. Very nice. It's like Abbey Road. I'm gonna start over here. How's it going? I'm giving everybody the opportunity to speak about their sign and what it means to them. So, would you like to talk about yours?
Well,
I gotta stand in the gutter.
It isn't mine. I'm just holding it.
Oh, you're holding it temporarily, holding it?
Yes.
Well then, what are you here for then?
I'm here because we need to gather and do something.
As a community, as citizens, and
The opposition.
what would you like, if there's one thing that you could stop right now, what would it be?
The president. Just stop those guys,
Yeah.
and everything else will take care of itself.
I hate the persecution of the gay community. The gay community.
Okay.
I just, it's so wrong. Everything seems to be so wrong.
Everything seems to be hate-filled.
Yeah.
That's it. Regardless of the subject, it's hate-filled.
And we're going to be richer. Just watch. It's like being rich is the only thing in the world. It's like the other countries can all be poorer, but we're going to be richer. That's wrong.
I can see, if he's choosing bad terminology and expressing something like that, like I'm uneducated in this, right? So I'm thinking of it as, does he want to make keep the world currency, the dollar, so we have to be quote unquote richer, be the, you know what I mean, to have the dollar be the world currency. Maybe, I didn't know what he was meaning by that statement. So that's.
We don't even have to be the richest country.
No, we don't. We just.
Doesn't mean anything. Well,
Yeah.
it does. As long as we're helping others, it means something.
Right.
I would like to see him spend more time helping the homeless and the poor instead of all this stupid stuff that
Yep.
doesn't mean
Extending
anything.
the tax credits for the
The rich,
For
yeah.
people that don't need them,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yep.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what we're talking about. Some people come with biased opinions already. As you guys know, I've been completely non one way or the other. So I appreciate you guys for speaking. I really do. And remember, we just got to keep the hate out of the subjects.
That'd be nice.
and we need NPR, PBS, and the Tribune.
Yeah, independent news agencies to be able to speak freely.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I agree, 100%.
And if that's what you're doing, thank you.
That's what I'm trying to do. It's just I am a conservative, so in that I'm kind of like a constitution. I don't know what I am, honestly. I believe in war. I believe when there's a time and place, but I don't believe in war for oil or something like that. Liberation stuff. I believe in taxing. I believe in I'm a flat taxer. I believe everybody should do a flat tax,
Yes.
but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person or so.
Right. There's a way to convey.
Yeah. But I really appreciate you guys talking. I really do. So I'll see you later.
Sorry.
That lady doesn't like you. They don't like us. They say we're
I don't care if she likes me. I'm not making any trouble.
No, we're not making.
Would anybody like to speak on their sign? No. I'm gonna read it though. Oust Trump. Toadies? Oh, like okay. Rich Caparo. Oh, like cronies. Only toadies. I don't know.
I'm embarrassed for the Canadians and the way we're acting towards our allies. That's what my sign's about.
That's it. Okay, if there is one thing you'd like to stop today, what would it be?
Stop Trump, period. Him and his buddy Ellen, as I call him.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
Nothing till when?
It's 12:37. 12:37.
Would you like to speak on your sign? I don't. Oh, I speak the middle one. I got that one. No matter where you are from, we're glad you're on it. You know, that's the best sign out here so far.
We all come from immigrants.
Right? We do. We do.
My dad was.
Like, yeah, I think we're only a couple generations. If anybody here currently, we're only 3-4 generations from being immigrants ourselves, right?
My dad was born in Canada and came to the U.S. 2 days after being born with a Canadian birth certificate, but he was allowed to vote in all the U.S. elections because they gave him a driver's license.
See,
Back then it was.
That's how they did it.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, if there is one thing you'd want to stop today, what would it be?
Elon Musk getting into all of our stuff.
Overstepping boundaries.
Overstepping boundaries. He's not even. He is an immigrant himself. So maybe he needs to go home and stay out of political stuff in countries that he wasn't born in.
Right. I can understand that. I'm not trying to cause waves, but on the flip side, what about Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Okay. He needs to go too.
he did.
Was he even a citizen when he became?
I don't know. I think a governor. He did become a citizen.
Yeah,
I think.
that's just it too. If they're going to be butting into the United States politics, they need to actually be born here.
So you are under that belief structure. Okay. See, I don't even know what I believe the same thing. If you're going to be president, be born here. If you're going to. Yep.
Yeah, that's just it. If you're going to be in our politics, at least be from this country.
There you go.
Because he's now, is butting into other countries' politics.
Right.
I just want everyone to be nice and happy.
There you go. I appreciate that. Thank you for coming out. Okay, let's walk through the front then. Excuse me, I'm going to squeeze through real quick. Unless you guys want to say something, we're just...
Dave's wonderful.
He is. He teaches me how to be nice. He does. He says like...
kids all the time. When we work together, he got all my best students.
I'm the adult version of the kids he works with.
That's why we work so well together. Right?
Yep. We're going to walk this way and look at signs. Oh, I like your don't tread on me on the backside. What does your sign mean to you? That's what we're walking.
Baby, peace.
That's a good one. Life is good.
What does the sign mean to me?
Hands off cancer research.
Yes,
So is that
cancer
under attack?
Research. And I've been through cancer. My husband died of cancer last year. Everyone out there needs to know.
My mom passed to cancer.
That's right. And he's going to kill more people if we don't keep it up.
So there's research is being affected by. I don't know. I'm ignorant to everything.
Yeah, and he's
also
cutting
got,
funding.
Alzheimer's research.
Yeah, he's cutting it.
And we know an 8-year-old who may not get her, she hasn't dead from cancer, she may not get the rest of treatment, and if it comes back, she's dead. So she's in experimental treatment, and so far they've done pretty well with it, but no more for kids.
For kids, experimental treatment's over.
Well, the research.
The research
for
is good.
for those
but even the drugs, they're going
And
to
drugs.
and it's really expensive. She's still alive.
Think of the veterans, what they're doing to the veterans. They're eviscerating, the veterans community or the veterans services. That Social Security, they're trying to get their grubby little hands on that. I want to retire in a couple years. Forget that.
Right.
With what they're doing with the
They
401k.
stopped the bird flu, taking more action into that. Everything. And our hospitals will all be affected if these cuts go in, and they'll have to close or sell to a bigger one.
Well,
Are they the
CDC,
sweeping
they
cuts,
eviscerated
or-
the CDC as well. So wait till Ebola comes.
Or
You know,
another pandemic.
Or another pandemic. Well, I think they believed Ebola. They didn't really believe in COVID.
No.
It was fake.
Right.
But yeah, wait till the Ebola comes in. And then people are dying left and right and bleeding out.
Or something
it's terrible.
else, yeah.
Horrible.
So there's a lot of
People
tundra
have to
that's.
understand that part. If they stop all that stuff, he took a lot of people in his first term because he didn't handle the pandemic the right way.
Is he blanket stopping it and then going to reopen some things, or is it going to
They're
be?
cutting services. Oh, Trump!
Services, research, everything that would stop all these diseases. And we got the bird flu.
Oh, love you,
and they're not doing anything about it.
So you would like to
Love
see.
you, Maine.
your guys' main thing is cancer research, is medical stuff like that. You don't want that messed with.
Oh no, Social Security.
Medicare.
Stepping on our democracy, taking our body parts and telling us what we can do with them. You know what I mean?
Right.
Stay off our body. You know what I mean?
All of this has gone by executive order.
Executive order. And it's all illegal
Congress
eventually.
needs to step it up.
He's
Get
not
involved.
even keeping
Stop
it.
it.
Well, thank you.
Well, and then he patted the Supreme Court, but thank goodness in some cases they have sided with with reason.
Bond back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate you guys for speaking. So
We all have to speak up.
that's why we're here.
have to.
This is the one thing nobody's doing. They just take pictures of all of this. So I'm going around and
We all
asking.
have to speak up and get that man out of office.
Oh, thank you. I need to trim it. I need to trim it.
It's shiny.
It's nice and shiny, yeah.
Thank you.
It's
They do.
These isolators from other countries, it's going to take years to undo all the damage. Years.
I appreciate you guys speaking.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll cross the street.
Before you cross the street, I've been following you. I had no idea who you were before, but thank you for all the work you do.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Does anybody want to speak on your sign? What does your sign mean to you? I know what your sign means.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what it would be, and I know what that sign means in English, in words.
Actually, it's
How you doing?
Oh, good. How you doing?
Doing good. You recognize me?
Yes and no.
Mike Ringle.
Yep. Now I do. Yep.
Appreciate all the help you've done.
Yes, thank you.
Of course. And stuff like that. We appreciate you.
Yep.
Of course.
I'm out here asking everybody. You seem like you want to say something.
I always want to say something.
All right.
What do you want, Jess?
Firing federal workers is forgetting veterans. And I've been hearing a lot of that, so I'm a vet too. You know that. What is happening with the vets? Like, I don't know.
After the election, I went to work for the National Federation of Federal Employees full time. I used to work at the Department of Veteran Affairs as a mental health therapist. And so, in the middle of the night, a couple weeks ago, we were leaked a document that said that they were going to fire 84,000 VA employees. The first night that they started these probationary firings, they also let go of approximately 52 veteran crisis line call center personnel. Of course, we got it out there, so they were forced to hire them back.
Yeah.
But when the VA is already slow on hiring, we're already short 60,000 people. We can't barely take care of the veterans we got. And so while they're still expanding care for veterans, which is a great thing, if you fired 84,000 and the Secretary Collins says that it won't affect veteran care, he's an idiot. That's all there is to it.
Right.
But isn't there like a pay down sometimes you have to do? Do you have to?
Well, and the thing is, there is a RIF procedure, they call it, a reduction in force. And that reduction in force, they are not actually following the rules with that. They're shutting down entire departments so they don't have to do what's called bouncing and put them in an equivalent position.
Right, they have
just
to
abolish the department.
put that person that's working into an equal position somewhere else.
Yeah, and they're not doing that. And so by restructuring departments, removing complete organizations like the Minority Business Development Administration, you're effectively shutting down care of not just veterans, but business owners and all kinds of other people in small communities like Clarkston, where I am.
Right.
You know, I love coming here and seeing the excitement that we have, and it's about time we all stand up together. I don't care what your political affiliation is.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Like, there's a lot of different political affiliations here. So
There is, because Republicans are losing their jobs in the federal workforce, Democrats, Independents, it doesn't matter. The thing is, it all has an effect. We're all against fraud, waste, and abuse.
Right.
Fraud, waste, and abuse is not people.
Right.
So that's what main thing why I'm out here and why this sign is so much to me as a 100% disabled veteran who's grew up in this. You know, I'm from here. This is my home, and to know my fellow veterans aren't going to get taken care of.
Right. When your brothers and sisters are suffering.
No, that's the problem we have, Jeff.
Well, I really appreciate you speaking out today.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Thanks, man.
Let's go this way real quick. Would anybody like to speak on your signs? I'm asking people if they'd like to talk about their signs and what they mean to them. Okay. No, I understand. Hands off our jobs. I was just talking to him about the veteran jobs and stuff like that are happening. I'm a vet too, so Is that kind of what you're talking about? All right, understandable.
They're looking for something to cut. Cut the tax cuts to the millionaires.
I believe in that too. I don't know what you guys are, but I'm like a flat tax. I believe maybe 7% or something across the board for everybody, and I don't even understand that. But I just know that tax breaks suck. So, and if you're a billionaire and you don't have to pay anything in taxes, when you're middle class and you have to pay $50,000 a year in tax, and you're only making $70,000 or $120,000, but you're spending $50,000 in your
Bernie Sanders has had a few speeches where he's talked about how to solve all of those problems. Just add a very simple tax to the rich.
Yeah,
the
just
same
a simple
we're all
flat.
Already paying.
Yep. I
If
think
we can pay it, why can't they?
Barstool Economics, I think, is what it was that Bernie was talking about. Yep. Well, thank you for talking. Does anybody want to speak on your signs? Would anybody like to speak on your sign?
Do what?
Would you like to speak on your sign
Yeah.
about and what it means to you?
Statement
Oh, right on.
And it's very short.
Just for this situation.
Just for this situation, you know, because sometimes when you the news, I wrote all of these actually.
You're like, wait, I forgot to say this.
But
Yep.
and so there's a lot of them I could give them to you. But what this one means to me is President Trump's assault on LGBT rights is a gross overreach of presidential power and another attempt to punish people just for existing. Trump has mandated discrimination and weaponized federal law against transgender and gay people. I'm here to stand against this administration and to defend LGBT rights.
There you go. Well said. Thank you very much for coming out today.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for recording this.
Yeah, well, we do a local. I don't know if you don't.
Yeah.
So we're just giving everybody the chance to speak their mind.
Thank you.
So.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Would you like to say anything?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. What bothers me the most is the chaos and the perversion of law. All the things that our congressional representatives have put into place are being torn away, and they don't seem to be doing anything about it. And Doge and the president seem to just be lawless.
So, with that being said, then, if you were to pick one thing to stop right now, what would it be?
I think the one thing I would do is to ensure that the rules in law, that the courts are obeyed.
Okay, so when a judge makes an order, then it's to be obeyed.
Yeah.
I believe that as well. Thank you. Would anybody like to speak on your? I talked to you. Would anybody else like to speak on your sign and what it means to you? No? How about I read it though? Just diabolical oligarchs gaslighting everyone. Doge. Doge. Thank you very much for coming out today.
Thank you.
What media are you with? Walk This Way Media?
Yep.
Do you have a web page? Or
Yep. You just type this into Facebook or Google or whatever, and it'll come up with us. This is our emblem, so you'll see this on the page.
I think I've seen it.
Just Walk This Way Media.
I'm always trying to
I'm going to go across over here
Yes,
real
if
quick.
you want 2-second things, I want the chaos to go away.
The chaos to go away. You want order and
Order, law,
consistency.
chaos to go away.
Yep, I agree with that.
Lady in the blue stripe and the blue vest.
Yeah.
The Democratic Party representative.
Oh, nice. I'm going to read your sign real quick too.
Yeah.
Social Security, the VA, individual rights, and then the other one was Doge. What's the other one? Dishonest oligarchs. I always mess up that word. Oligarchs, greed, expose.
Says it all.
If there is, that's how you feel?
That's how I feel. I am so adamant about how, nobody wants waste in the government.
Exactly.
But the way in which they're going about this is breaking people's spirit. It's breaking the American dream. And
you're talking about the flat coverage of just stopping everything.
Firing people that work on these antiquated systems. Look, the Social Security system is basically 35 years old.
Right.
And there's no way that somebody, even Elon Musk's little minions, can go in there and fix a 35-year-old system without...
It's like going from analog to digital.
Exactly. And it's like, that's just it. But it's like, even if they were trying to do this strategically, they have screwed it up so bad. And these people, they think that won't mind missing a Social Security check or two, Those are my friends.
Right.
Those are my neighbors.
I think-
and they earned it.
I think I was watching the deal yesterday, or no, 2 days ago, and he said that the Social Security wasn't going to get touched.
Oh, well, you know what?
I'm just.
That's not, well, okay, I'll believe it when I see it.
There you go.
I will believe it when I see
But
it.
right now, it's under threat.
It's under threat, just as Medicare. Look at, look at the veterans. Do you know that there are over 550,000 veterans in Washington State? And there are over 2,000 veterans right here in Assotin County. What's going to happen when they pull those VA benefits? You guys paid for those, not with blood, sweat, and tears. I'm disheartened.
I would be very disheartened if they took that away from me as well.
Yeah,
So, definitely.
That's why I'm
Yep.
here. That's what my signs mean.
Well, I appreciate you
Thank
talking
for
about
coming.
it. So
Thank you
I'm
for
Jesse,
being-
by the way.
Hi, Jesse. Lynn Wheeling. I'm
Nice
with
to
the
meet you.
Assotin County Democrats.
Oh, you are?
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, hello. I don't know what I am.
No,
I
good.
was-
You don't have to declare. You don't have to declare. We are open. We welcome anybody who's all about building a community and not tearing it down.
Right. Well, I hear there's a lot of a lot of political people. There's Republicans, Democrats here, constitutionalists.
Yeah.
So
But we're all on the same page regarding this stuff.
protecting the Medicaid, Medicare, veterans, jobs, Constitution. See, that's what I fancy myself as a constitutionalist, but black and white.
Right. And there's no, if you're born in the United States, you're an American.
Right.
If you are a president, you could serve for 2 terms maximum.
Right. Yep.
And there's no hand-picking who's worthy of being a citizen.
I agree. I understand. Thank you. I'm going to go mosey on that side because that's my last side. All right. You too. You got to hit the button. Okay, we're here for the 50501 protest, the hands-off protest. That's what this one's classified as the hands-off protest.
And that was something.
Yes.
So I worked my entire life, paid into Social Security my entire life. I applied for age requirement in February. And now the way Trump and his Republicans, Elon Musk, look at Social Security as an entitlement, as a welfare benefit, that seriously pisses me off.
Yeah, because it's not a welfare benefit if you pay into it the whole day.
It's like a retirement, like a pension. I retired from the state of Idaho under Percy. Percy is not an entitlement. It's something you don't get to enjoy the money you earn today. You put it in savings.
Right.
That's what I did with Social Security, and now they're looking at it saying it's theirs, and they're just going to pull it out and do something else with it. I don't think so.
Right. Isn't there laws preventing the use of Social Security money?
Well, it's malfeasance, and I don't know what the laws are, but there have to be laws.
You would think.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Is it on? Oh, I just missed it. We'll jaywalk. We'll run. Catch me, coppers. Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
Back to commentary.
Okay, back to commentary. So we're here, the 50501 hands-off protest, and we're at Albertsons on the corner of 5th and Bridge Street in Clarkston, Washington.
We're just covering things.
Yeah, we're just covering things. I'm not arguing with nobody. I'm asking questions and just learning and Yep. So everybody out there that thinks I'm out here a part of or not a part of or in controversy, I'm not. I'm not stirring the pot. I'm asking people what their signs mean to them.
Covering a story.
Yeah,
We're
covering a
actually
story.
making a video, not just taking
These are all over the country. So why isn't anybody else covering it? All they do is they walk by and they just show the signs. No, we're not a political page. Yep.
There we go. Watch
We're a
that.
news page. There seems to be some people honking. Just a couple. Yep. Let's go this way. Would anybody like to speak on their sign? What does your sign mean to you?
Your sign or mine?
My sign's asking what your sign means.
My sign means that if I keep having high tariffs, we won't be able to eat.
I just saw something about this. I want to say Honda and another company just did $500 and $300 billion to open up new manufacturing in America, so they don't have to pay the 25% tariff as long as they produce in America. So if other car companies follow along, then that'll be awesome, because it'll be American made, American jobs, and no more tariff.
It will be, provided it happens.
Providing it happens.
Many times we have a deal where, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Anytime you build a new factory, it's 7 or 8 years out.
That is correct. Yes. And I know Taiwan, the chips and stuff they want to do. There's like $2 trillion last week, or that's been promised for manufacturing. So hopefully they stick with it.
If it does, Biden wanted a lot of that to come here. I have nothing. I'm all for manufacturing here.
Yep, me
It's
too.
just I'd like to see it
I need a
happen.
job. Right? Living wage jobs, right?
Well, of course.
Exactly. Yep.
You know, and most of those are union jobs.
Understandable. Thank you for talking.
You're welcome.
You want to go this way? You want to say something?
You bet.
There you go. My name's Jesse. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, what would you like? Trump is the enemy of the people. Trump is the deep state.
Both are true.
And that's. Do you want to speak on anything in particular on
Well,
it? Or?
particular about what happened in the last 3 days. We've seen the stock market absolutely crash.
And cryptocurrency has gone
$1 trillion in 2 days.
That's a lot.
He don't know what the hell he's doing. And he's got a cabinet that's the most irresponsible cabinet we've ever had in the country.
You're the second person to mention cabinet. A lot of people forget that presidents have cabinets that aren't voted on. They're just kind of appointed. They're whoever, right?
Now, that's part of the
Advisors.
process. A good president wants to put the most responsible people he can find in there, not yes men. And that's all he's got. You know, and things are coming up to a head. It ain't going to be good for us.
If you were to pick,
we're headed into a recession.
It's understandable. If you were to pick one thing that you'd like to stop now, just one thing, what would that one thing be?
Trump.
That seems to be a common answer.
Yeah, that's what has to be done. If we don't, we're in deep shit.
Understandable. I really appreciate you coming out today and being an American.
You bet.
So, peace.
Not a problem, man. I'm glad you're here.
Yep. You want to speak on anything? Nope. How are you? Hands off Social Security, Medicare. You're afraid of them messing with it.
Absolutely. They're trying to fire Social Security staff, and they're trying to close Social Security offices. So I can't afford to lose my Social Security.
Right.
And there's a lot of other people who can't either. So, and we all paid into it. I paid into it for 50 years. So I'm entitled. It's not a Ponzi scheme.
Right. Yeah. I hope Social Security. I hope it's there for when I retire.
Absolutely. It should be.
Thank you very much for coming out today. Would you like to say anything? Anybody?
Sure.
Okay. What does your sign mean to you?
Which one?
Our cabinet. Third person that knows what a cabinet is. So, oh, hang on real quick. Okay,
First of
what
all,
does it mean?
government is not run like a business. It doesn't serve the same thing. It's apples and oranges, and people think that that's what's supposed to happen. That's not how it works, and it's only going to get worse. The second thing about this is like reality TV, and whoever gets to serve this, they're not necessarily people that know how to run those departments. It's people who
will bring
bow a
attention
knee,
to the department,
fealty to the leader, and that's the issue that I have with it.
Okay.
This is every bit as important, because it's going to end up being people, the stock market's crashing, people make profits off of that.
Right.
It won't be the average person. 401k, how's yours doing? Anybody that's
I didn't
got
put
one?
any shorts on my Bitcoin, and I just lost a crap ton, so I understand.
Yeah.
My tiny little retirement, I've already lost half.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah. Thank you for talking. I'm going to mosey on this way. Thank you very much. Would anybody like to speak on their sign and what it means to them? And you want to speak on your sign and what it means to you? All my rage don't fit this page. It rhymes. Thank you for coming out. Would you like? I'm on the gutter. It counts. Right? You want to speak on your sign? That's what I'm asking everybody.
Mine's
pretty self-explanatory.
Trump wants to be.
Global ruler, not an American leader.
And that's your opinion. And you,
Yes.
if there was one thing you wanted to see stop right now, what would it be?
Trump neon.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to mosey on and catch people before they head out. But I appreciate you saying something. Would you guys like to speak on your signs? Fascists thrive, America burns. So if a fascist thrives, then America will suffer.
Yeah. I mean, our Constitution is being done away with. We're nabbing people off the street with mass ICE people. It's terrible. It's terrifying. And it's not what we should be.
If there's one thing you wanted to see stop right now, one and only thing, what would it be?
How do you choose?
What are you most passionate about that hurts you the most?
I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I have many times, but the last time I did, what popped into my head is the disappearing of people, of innocent people. These guys aren't going to any cushy jail.
They're just disappearing.
Going to concentration camp places. How can we do that? We can't. We shouldn't.
The rule of law and having a judicial system that allows you to go to court and be, I understand that as well.
Yeah, it's indefensible, and we don't have any legal way to fight him. And he's breaking the law down, the laws.
All right, I'm going to go talk to these guys real quick, too.
Good.
Thank you for speaking.
Talk to all
All right, your turn.
Yes, sir.
What does your sign mean to you?
Honestly, being a trans person myself, I would rather have the hands off because I deserve the right to live my authentic self. My partner is trans as well, and I would rather fight for him, put myself at risk to make sure that he stayed safe.
That's the love aspect of it.
Yes, sir.
Right?
And it's worthless for people to continue to hurt us, whether or not it's by the administration.
We're not doing anything bad, don't worry.
And just whether it's the administration or anybody else. We all deserve the right to live. We all deserve the right to love.
I agree. Somebody else had a sign here that said all they wanted is just love and be nice.
Yes,
right?
sir.
So I understand that. The hands off. So this is in reference to like Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare,
yes.
Veterans, stuff that's being affected by the cuts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you like to see those not go away?
Yes, I would love to see them not go away because I have a lot of veterans in my family.
Yep, I'm a veteran too. So just so you know, I fancy myself a constitutionalist. I don't know what I am really on either way, but I do ask questions,
yes,
and
sir.
some people get offended by me asking questions, and so I'm not malintent or anything like that. So
yeah.
I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks
Thank
for coming
you.
out.
Talk to the bill lady.
Yeah. Hello, I'm woke. Woke means sorry, folks, but ignoring what. Oh wait. Hi, I'm Jesse. What does your sign mean to you? Apparently, she didn't want to explain her sign. I don't know. I didn't even get a chance to ask.
Keep off of everything that makes America great again.
The hands up. All of the programs that are at risk of being completely shut down is
We're
what.
not at risk. They are being shut down.
They are being shut down.
Yes, absolutely.
And that's what you want to see stopped.
Yes, because that's what makes America great again. Not somebody who's going to take away my taxes to give it to very few. It needs to be spread. And we didn't vote for a king. We voted for somebody that was going to be compassionate and uphold the Constitution and all our amendments instead of getting rid of them and changing them.
Do you think there are people who voted for him that are now regretting it? Like they didn't think he was going to do this?
Well, yes, because he lied to us. He said He had nothing to do with 2025. And guess what? That's the mandate.
The
that we
Agenda
are
2025 or the Project
the Project
2025?
2025 is what we are experiencing right now.
So would you like to see him completely reject it to actually not?
Well, I want to see him gone because he's not serving the population of the United States and America. He's not bringing down inflation. He's not bringing down the food, the price of my food. He's making it unable for the average American person to have enough to make every day, pay for rent, gasoline. He's doing nothing to help us survive each
Lower
day.
the cost of surviving.
He's getting
Yep.
rid of education. He's getting rid of teachers. He's getting rid of research. What is this man for?
Do you think there's any kind of, after he gets rid of everything, is there a rebuild kind of a goal or a plan?
Well, what's he? I want more transparency to see what he's going to do with the money, quote unquote, that he's saving.
That he's saving. Okay, so that's what you would like then, in essence, is transparency on the money that he's saving from other projects that he took away, and then how that's going to be allocated to better suit American needs.
It's going to be allocated.
Yep.
It's a big question.
I understand.
So,
Well, thank you very much for talking.
welcome.
I appreciate you.
Okay, bye-bye. Where are you from? What is it?
Walk This Way Media. Get on Facebook and type it in. Walk This Way, like Aerosmith. Walk this way.
Where do I know you from?
I don't know.
Your brother had the
NF.
fails? No. No.
I work at the school district. I've been there 20 years.
Oh, okay.
Maybe that's why.
Yep. He's been
You
around.
recognize him anywhere with
He's
that
been
beard.
around. If you see me, you'll recognize me.
Okay.
Let's wrap it
Okay.
up.
Well, thank you for
Yes.
supporting and giving air to this.
I support America's cover. America deserves the right. Every citizen deserves the right to speak their beliefs, right?
That is the First Amendment.
Exactly. So regardless of what I believe or what other people that bang the drums in my ear believe, I'm giving you an opportunity to speak your voice. Yep.
My choice. Yeah.
Exactly.
First Amendment choice.
Exactly.
Freedom of speech.
That's what we're about.
Right.
So
Okay. Good.
thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, I said, what is your sign?
I like that. Yeah, I'm here to have a dialogue with people.
Oh,
too.
nice.
I don't have a sign, so I just want to hear their viewpoint.
Same here.
Yeah.
I'm giving everybody the opportunity to actually speak.
I just wanted to have a dialogue and just see what's going on and what their viewpoint is. So.
Yep, same here. There's lots of people here. There's Republicans and liberals, and I'm a constitutionalist, but
Me too.
I'm upset about the VA deal, right?
Libertarian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
My name's
appreciate-
Ryan.
Ryan, I'm Jesse.
Jesse,
nice to meet you.
Let's wrap it up. Well, let's find the drum lady.
Yep. You want to say anything? You want to say anything? No? Okay.
We're gonna stop all this and we're gonna go check on the ramp being built. Let's talk about
Oh
that.
yeah. We gotta go check on the ramp. So Mathis's ramp is being built today. Rock Solid Construction is building Mathis's ramp. So we're gonna go run over there real quick and get a couple screenshots. Let's see how everybody. I think there's pizza or something gonna be there too, right? Lunch.
I told Lady she's gonna bring something.
Well, there might be lunch. You never know. So I guess that's a wrap for here. Let's go check out Mathis and see how his ramp's doing.
Oh, and then at 1:30 we're going to interview the guy that does the artwork on the trucks.
Yes. So anybody in the LC Valley, if you've seen the semi trucks and you see the artwork on the back, and it has like Superman and Batman and all, we're gonna go interview him real quick and take some pictures, kind of see how he does it and see how it goes. So we're gonna do that at 1:30, I believe. So stay tuned and we'll get you that.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes. Oh yeah. Thank you for joining us. See you later. Have a good day.
Thank you for the orange juice today.
Yep. Thank you. Oh, we're still live. We're live with Mike Ringle.
How's it going?
What was your situation?
So I'm down here recording, just like you guys are, right? Yeah. There was a situation. Somebody that was a pro-Trump person came out, and somebody didn't like what he had to say. So there was a situation. So I recorded it, like I do. They started yelling, screaming back and forth, whatever. They walked off. He turned around, got in my face, and said, "Who the heck are you? What's this? You anti-Trump? You got your anti-Trump stuff on?" I was like, "Okay, first off, you have no idea who I am. I'm with the media, and I never said one thing one way or the other. You're just judging me by my shirt."
Blizzard
because
built custom. That has nothing to do with
because it's a hot rod shirt. They're automatically judging and assuming, saying they know my name. I was like, I have no problem telling you my name. I'm down here, and there was a situation. I recorded it because who knows what happened.
Right. That happened last time we were here.
We were here last
Yeah.
time, somebody tried to grab
But
someone's phone.
the problem I see is they're down here at a protest. Either way, anti-Trump, pro-Trump. You're down here at a protest. There's going to be cameras.
Yep.
There's going to be recording.
Yep.
There's going to be situations. It's First Amendment rights.
And it's public area.
It's public. You have the right to record in public areas.
Exactly.
So the fact that they're down here at these situations and then have a situation and then don't want to be on camera, you can't have your pie and eat it too. You can't have it both ways. If you're down here, you're going to
How
be
do you
recorded.
protest without being seen?
And that's exactly my point.
And the loudness. When we're trying to talk to somebody, they're beating on the drum.
Oh yeah, the lady
Yeah.
over there comes over. I'm like, total ignorance.
Well,
and
the reason
meanness.
they said, "Well, where's your badge? Where's your badge?" Yeah, fake media. I was like, the reason why I didn't wear a media badge or vest is because last time it caused a situation.
Same thing with us. They thought, oh, you're there supporting. Oh, you're there. Like,
Exactly.
no, we're not supporting.
They
We're not
automatically
supporting.
think you're the enemy.
Yep.
Just because you're here and you're a middle-aged 30-year-old male, they think you're against them. When I never said pro or against.
Right. Oh, me too. I get it. You know, I
But
don't know. I
you're
guess
a
I look.
bearded, middle-aged man. You're
Yep.
against us.
Like,
And the stupidity of it is, they don't realize I was recording for their safety, even
Yeah.
though I told them they didn't care. That's the problem.
but one of the things I said, we got to get the hate. Got to get the hate out of the subject.
You see,
So-
but there is too much hate, and that's the problem. They can't see when somebody's actually being there to help them and be against them, which, as media, you have to be neutral.
Yep. You have.
You
to
have to be.
That's my biggest learning lesson.
Because if you show far one way, then you're going to make this person mad, but you got to stay in the middle and be equal.
That's why we made that sign.
That's what.
To say, we
bec-
don't have to say anything.
right? Because I get in trouble for even asking a question because the question automatically indicates I'm a certain way, apparently.
It does.
And I just want to clarify.
And you're down here protesting, you're going to get asked questions.
You should be asked questions.
You should be. What is your cause? What is your reasoning? What is your passion for this?
Right. What is your belief?
What happened to you? What is your story?
Right. What made you believe this and think this way? You know, why you put the turkey facing to the left in the oven versus the right? Does it make it taste better? What is your belief on, you know?
Exactly. And it is a peaceful protest. So then what if somebody comes down that is pro-Trump? You're being peaceful. They should be peaceful.
They should be.
But as soon as they ask a question, they come agitated. Then that's not peaceful anymore.
Well, it's like the drum lady. Every time I'm asking legitimate, nice questions, and every time she comes over, bangs the thing in my ear, bangs it on the microphone, bangs it, just complete rudeness, absolute ignorance. She has no idea who I am.
No, and that's the thing. It's they want their story heard, but they don't want to talk. They don't
Right.
want to be heard. So what's the point of having the protest if you don't
Or they-
want to talk, you
they-
don't want to share your reasons?
They want to be heard but not listened.
Exactly.
So that's a problem.
That is a problem. If you really want to make a change, you should be willing to talk to whoever, whenever, about the situation. If you can't handle getting the questions asked, you shouldn't be here.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why the Tribune just takes photos.
Well, I notice a lot of news agencies just take photos. They'll walk down the street. They just take photos and don't say nothing. But we need to get. I have this, or the whole reason why I do this is because I want people to understand.
Yeah.
Because why is there so much hate? Why is there so much people yelling at each other? Why are they like? I got called a Christian nationalist last time. I'm like, well, I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know what that is either, but it's if you have a strong enough reason to come down here and protest, you should have a strong enough reason to be able to share it with somebody.
Yes, explain your beliefs.
Explain either way. Even if there's a difference, hey, this is what I believe because of this. Well, this is why I believe this. You know, this happened. Okay, I can understand both sides. Be impartial.
Right.
If you come down here with a hostile environment and a hostile mindset, you're not going to achieve anything.
No, nobody's going to listen, and
You
you're not
can
going to
achieve
listen.
more with sugar than, or what is the saying? You can achieve
more bees with honey than vinegar.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. Well, I'm gonna head out of here.
The classic. This is Mike Ringo. This is the classic. Here we go.
Oh.
Ready? Yeah, go ahead.
This is Mike Ringle reporting.
Give me a peace picture.
Thanks, Mike. Yeah. I don't have a picture, but I'm gonna get one. So
You don't have a touch button picture?
No.
You can't touch it?
Nope.
All right,
I'm
fine.
right now, but I'm gonna get a picture with you guys.
All right.
Tell me
Oh,
what
we're
doing.
gonna end the live.
Check on Wesley's ramp. We're going out to do good.
Okay, we're gonna go check on Wesley's. I said Mathis last time.
Oh, did
I am
you?
sorry, Mathis. We're gonna check on Wesley's ramp that's currently being built right now by Rock Solid Construction over here in Clarkston. So we're gonna head there real quick and get some, footage and let everybody know. 'Cause you guys did it. You guys participated. So we're gonna show you what you done. Thank you. Peace.